Power Project family, how's it going? Today we have Kadour Ziani back again. But today's podcast is a little bit different. We did it in the gym because Kadour is a master of movement, and to see what he was talking about, we had to literally see it in the gym. He is the GOAT father of dunk and is literally the first professional dunker. You are going to learn a lot about his philosophies of movement, and the practices that he shows us within this episode is something that you can do every single day at home, in the office, in the gym, wherever you want, and it's going to bring benefit to your body. Hope you guys enjoy this episode with Zianimal, the GOAT father, Kadour Ziani.
I was like in Utah for the All-Star weekend, and then I'm back to LA. I was traveling everywhere. And my family in Montreal, Canada. The parents of my wife, they are living in Montreal. So I'm like traveling all around the world.
Yeah, that's great.
And because of the success of the book, The Seven Posture, I'm so grateful for what you did for me, because the first time I talk about the big toes and the seven posture was here. We I was starting to show you some of those stuff, and now it becomes like bestseller, and everybody want to know about. They read it, they love it.
The English version?
The English version, yes.
You got it in a couple different languages?
French and English.
Nice.
What's it like having a #1 bestseller on Amazon? What was that like when you saw that?
I was shocked because I was like, okay, I want to talk about the quadruple flexion and my philosophy, but I was like, a lot of people come to me and I was like, and also, people, they are from the game performance, like chiropractor, doctor, and blah, blah. They say, wow, that's crazy. We love it. And I was like, whoa, it's scary, because I was like, it's really the missing link. Mm-hmm. So I'm not like surprised, but for me, it's like confirmation of, and it helped me a lot. To say, hey, you can relax, because if it works for you and people understand it, some people like really important people, so relax, you are good. So, and that's gonna help a lot of people, This is why I was so happy to know that to be a bestseller is the best way also to attract people to, hey, read it, because that's gonna help you. It's really simple. It's not like, even I was talking with Paul George in Utah. I offer him the book, and I told him about, hey, you want to have years on your career, just return to something really easy, like initial posture, and he was like, wow, yeah, I want to play more. So I told him, and if you don't have a daily routine with some specific posture, really simple, that's going to be hard to play, because you're going to build up a mechanism of destruction, self-mechanism of destruction, instead of self-mechanism of, you start, you exercise, and you rehab. This virtuous circle that we need to have. We need to think before, we need to think during, and we need to think after. After is a way to return and to make it like period. So I'm so proud, and so also because I was happy to return here, because everything starts from here, The success that I have today is because of you. You trust me. You give me this capacity to talk with Enzima, with you, Andrew, and all the team. I was able to look more understandable. And the book was I finished the process to make it in words. And for me, that helped me to learn my English better, because sometimes it's difficult. My first way to communicate is like, that's my absolute way to communicate. But now, if you want to help people, put it in their words. That's a crazy challenge.
You taught us last time that the ground is like our form of recovery, and it's where we should rest. So maybe we should do this on the ground, huh?
Exactly. Let's go. So the first position, I love to start the body awakening. Immediately the seven posture is all about the floor. It's a floor life. When I say back to initial, back to ancestral, back to the first way to communicate with your body, is the floor. That's going to allow you to rebuild this fascia. And fascia means the connection, connective tissue, world-class connection. So I'm like starting immediately when I sleep, I'm like here, putting my knee on my chest and dorsiflexion the toes. So no excuse. The best equipment ever is the body and the floor. So you have the floor everywhere. You have your own body. As soon as you wake up, body awakening. You wake up the fascia, plantar fascia, connection, dorsiflexion the toes as much as you can, and you put your knee on the chest. That's going to allow you to unlock what I call the belly muscle, the psoas, the muscle of the soul. So by doing this, you're going to reconnect as soon as you wake up, use this posture, and then you can go here like static passive and start to do it another way, different variation like this, really easy. You see, that's the cat. Static passive. The key is the big toe. I mean, this is the missing link for me, and I'm gonna talk about it. I'm in the whole book. I'm like, this is the key gold from all for me. The help I want to add on this game performance.
Unlock the big toe.
Unlock the big toe. Unlock the big toe. That's gonna allow you to understand a lot what I'm talking about. Unlock this fascia, the hyper arch plantar fascia. That's gonna allow you to unlock this. This is the kinetic chain, So starting your day like this is a way to prepare your body to exercise, to reconnect the internal language you need to have with the floor, with your body. Know you better, start like this. You know your body better, you need to connect with your body. You're gonna have like the feeling, the listening, the hearing. You're gonna be like pre-ab, better than rehab. Understanding, connection. That's the cat. And then after the cat, we can do the variation, we can make it dynamic, but I'm not gonna do it dynamic. We're gonna stay on the floor because when you wake up, we're gonna stay passive. If you cannot sit on your ankle, you're gonna do slowly. But what I recommend you also is to do like with the toes like this. Slowly, and you get down as much as you can. That's the cat version toes. The cow version with the big toe. The cow, the second position.
I don't know if you guys can see how crazy, like all of your toes, first off, are on the ground, but you have so much flexion of those toes.
Yeah, the foot folds a lot.
Yeah.
See?
His foot folds a lot.
When you're going to start like this, and day by day, you're going to return to this flexion and be able to sit here. That's the full range.
Do you think when you're messing with this, do you think it's okay to bounce a little bit or rock?
Yeah. You play because rotation.
Play around, move around.
Yeah. But the most important is you put the connection and also go intuitive. Intuitive means close your eyes and feel and listen. You play. That's gonna allow you to really have the real sensation and the connection. You're gonna relate it each part of. And you're gonna know about how the pinky toes allowed me to go more further on the side, the big toe more further on this side. You see? So you need to play because for those who want to understand, it takes time. It's a long, painstaking process because you need to be animated with a desire to really increase your understanding, to accept this pain, and this pain has to be like 3 in the 10, 3, because if you go further, it's not good.
How do you address imbalances? So my left side seems pretty loose. My right side's very locked in. So meaning my heel isn't really going out this way. This one really is, and I can bring this one in.
So what you do, you're gonna do side by side, and toes by toes. So you put some load. You can adjust the load with your hand, and you play, you move, and you have different way to fix it. You static passive. That's gonna give you so much tension, but day by day, time by time, repetition by repetition, the tissue gonna adapt, and the signal of pain, you're gonna manage it by repetition. At the beginning, that's gonna be painful, and day by day, you have to stay static passive. Static passive in the big toe, in the leg you have, stay, don't move, and see what you are able to support, and then relax. You're gonna fix it. And the sides are different, the toes are different, so you need to treat specifically each part of your, and specific treatment because they are different. So this is why it takes a long, painstaking process and patience. Two soldiers, time, patience. Only by the time and the patience, you're gonna be able to repeat with self-discipline. Microdose is the key. Microdose, repetition, self-discipline every day. You have some time, do a bit, wake up like this. We were sleeping, okay, I sleep, bam, I do my stuff, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, no matter, and I try to repeat it. And I know that I need to really know what level of flexibility this have. One by one, I need to know them, one by one. I know this perfectly. I know what I can ask to him. This is the holistic way I want you to think, because after it's going to be the time to relate it. Each part that you are treating specifically, you need to make it like one. It's like mastering one finger to be able to play piano with all the finger, but one by one, So it takes time, repetition, and you're gonna dominate, and you're gonna have the mastery of, and you're gonna be able also to use your body like one, like a tissue, fascia, general, global harmony. The key is the harmony.
So do this throughout the day whenever you have opportunity.
Yeah.
Get on the floor.
Because for me, look, I'm here. Mark, you did a crazy room, a lot of equipment, man. It's a crazy way, but there is not equipment. That's the equipment. That is a way to use the equipment.
I agree.
So focus on the way, finality. I'm going to use my body to achieve, and all this material is not equipment. This is equipment. This is a way to help my super equipment, my body, and
Gym is in here.
Gym is in here. And when you have here, you're going to practice, and they're going to make it theory like brain, because no brain, no gain. It's like this. So you have heart, that's crazy. So you're going to be able to practice repetition, self-discipline. Every single day you're going to be like, wow, passion, crazy. Not stupid. Stupid don't have limit. We know what we can do and what we cannot do. So I think if you have this, you know that you're gonna spend some time, self-discipline, repetition, and you're gonna unlock step by step the time necessary we need. We don't care. We have to be there. We need to do what we have to do first. The result, don't look at the result. Do what you have to do. And day by day, you're gonna climb to the domination and the mastery. That's the two drives you need to have. Dominate, mastery. By self-discipline and repetition. That's the two tools. And the two soldiers you have, time and patience. With the time, you're gonna build patience. With self-discipline, you're gonna use the repetition, and you're gonna achieve the mastery and the domination. And you're gonna find out what? The harmony. I dominate my finger, one by one, and then I know my body holistically. I'm one, and I can use my body one. Like this, capacity to close, capacity to understand yourself, capacity to explode. One, holistic.
What did you do on the flight over here so you didn't get stiff?
On the plane, the people were looking at me, Delta Airline. I was like, man, you're gonna look weird. I don't care. man, that's a sacrifice. If the people are looking at you and you pay attention, you're gonna start the process. So, hold belongs to those who refuse to stay young. So I need to spend the time. True talent cannot waste time. So I'm alone. I don't care about who are looking at me. I'm my own audience. I'm doing my stuff. I'm doing the camo. They say, fasten your seatbelt. I say, okay, my seatbelt is fastened, but my feet are not fastened, So each day I'm like working on it, But now we can see that, wow, it can be scary because everybody see me like doing some crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. But that was like 40 years of working, mm-hmm. Because, as a believer, I'm a Muslim, and we pray 5 times a day. So we do this position, the grasshopper, working on the fascia since I'm 9. So that's the result of time. Not because I was doing like this, microdose in my way to pray. But, if you use it, and this is why I did the book, to use those postures to help the people to the awareness. Hey, do the frog, that's going to help you to really know the self-diagnostic. You want to question your body, you want to have a real relation with your body, try to do the deep squat. That's going to question the ankle, the level of flexibility of the ankle. That's the question each part of your hip. Maybe you have lack of mobility of the hip. So don't be scared to question your body. And this is why I'm like doing this book. I mean, to try to give opportunity to people to take advantage of what I find out during all this experiencing life, You
said that you more recently are feeling even better than the last time you were here. Yeah. What do you think that's from?
Because the rhythm. 3 years ago, ground zero for me, this one. Ground zero, 3 years ago, the kiss of death. So I say, okay, I return to ground zero. That's a big test of my life.
You tore your Achilles?
Yeah. Rupture fully. And I was like, crazy opportunity to test all I know. It works or it doesn't work. So I did all my stuff, blah, blah, blah. And from 3 years ago to now, I'm like, and it's still, last year, I visit you, I was like here, and now I'm like here. I'm like still, I did kick the rim. I did again the kick the rim with Gary V. He was here.
Saw that.
It was like what? And he's a master fascia also. We talk about this. He said, hey, me too. I'm a master fascia. I said, okay, we speak the same language. I said, come on, I'm gonna show you something. I put the ball and kick. What the fuck animal? So when you don't break the rhythm of the time is like running like. That's not, and you are like maintaining your youth, maintaining your functionality, and also developing. So I'm like rehab. I mean, life is a rehab of it. It's like I'm perpetually like working to rebuild what I lost, and the body forget quickly, but you remember quickly. So I don't know where that's gonna stop, but after, if I achieve a certain point, or if I cannot increase something, I have to maintain this level.
We had a runner in here earlier, and he asked you, he said, aren't you worried that you're going to lose your explosiveness from like getting super flexible or getting more flexibility than what you have? And what did you tell him?
I told him, no, man, I don't divide. You know, for me, there is no difference between strength and flexibility because for me, it's holistic. It's, it's, if I am strong, I'm gonna get up, you know. I prefer to show you, man. Leading by example is better, no? So, I can be flexible, I can be strong. The harmony is first to don't think that we have flexibility here, we have strength here. No. You can be powerful and you can.
And flexibility can be a strength too.
Is a strength.
If I'm in this position here and I'm doing jiu-jitsu with these guys and they pull me backwards, I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You're not going to get hurt. I'm going to be out for who knows how long.
This is why we are here to re-question the paradigm. What is your definition of flexibility? What is your definition of force?
Strength, yeah.
Of strength. For me, is to maintain your energy. Maintain your energy.
And what you just did in the air, that takes a lot of strength.
Exactly.
Incredible strength, yeah.
And also, when you are connecting fascia, you know that, I mean, if you build like strong cable, strong tissue, connective tissue, you're gonna allow to play in the air, to connect everybody to be one. So, you're talking about flexibility, I don't understand. For me, I ignore the question because for me, this is not my vocabulary. My vocabulary is like, if my body is able to move in the air, inside the water, I'm gonna be flexible. For me, I don't see the difference, you know. So I think we are here I made the example of we can jump and we can move in the air. We can have like power, we can also land crazy. And this is all about first, the structure, bones on the floor, allowed you the connection, the tissue connection, world-class tissue connection, and then you're gonna be one, and you're gonna fully use all your capacity, your functionality, bending your knee, extension, and blah, blah, blah. You're gonna learn the movement, how it works. You're gonna know about your skeletal system. You're gonna know about the biomechanic, and you're gonna be like in a crazy position to use it better, because the key is to exercise. You know, I prepare myself to exercise, and after, when I exercise to what? To dunk, to jump, to 360 in the air. That's the key. So the movement, know your body to use it better. Know your body to connect it better and to control it better and to move better, to run fast, to know what the impact, every single step on the floor, like you were explaining, you know, the way you start to walk. And then you figure out that, hey, if I had I'm gonna run. Like, but it's like walking, running, something like this, you know?
Yep.
I was so happy to hear you to say that, you know? Even when you were like explaining the
myofascial release,
myofascial release.
Kind of the knots that you get, yeah.
That's, you know, when you put your patellas on the floor, you are like cleaning your tendon, like you don't have any, and your elastic energy is like crazy, and you have like relax. But if you are not able to myofascia on the floor, and you lose your elasticity, you don't have any contact with the floor. So when you press all your tendon, you're gonna relax and gonna use it like crazy. It's all about this. I think the connection is the key. Connection tissue, and then after, to have a real relation with them and to don't be scared to sit on them, you know, bones, structure. I was talking to your friend, he was telling me that, I told him like, hey, first table. Table means the structure. You have to, if you want to save energy, sit on your bones. Bones, hallux, bones, I'm not activating muscle. I'm just sitting on my bones. I'm saving energy. This is longevity. My knee are less tired. My muscles are not working. You know, when I do this, I sit on my bone. My muscles are not working. If I do this, that works. If I do that, no. So the smart way to do economic, to don't spend your muscle is to sleep on your bones, skeletal system, because the one who govern all organs first is the table, the structure. So put the table and put ligament, organ, heart on it. So me, I'm using the table, I'm using the skeletal, the structure to save energy. Even when I jump and I stop on my hallux, like I was telling, you know, I stop on this, like this, that's gonna allow me to deactivate all my muscle, my hamstring, so I'm gonna be able to rest and to after to push.
You were explaining that was like your some people will argue that there's not really triple flexion, but you were calling it quadriflexion.
Yeah.
Can you explain how the big toe falls in line with that?
For me, the science explained that we have like three. When I was with Ben Patrick, he told me that we have six opportunity to work on the jump. It was like ankle, knee, and hip, front side and both sides. So it means 1, 2, 3, and muscles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So me, I was like, okay, we have three extension. I said no, we have 4 extension, because for me the missing extension is the big toe. So when I explained that this is the missing link, because when you use the jump, we were like this, but me, I want people to think about this, because this is going to be like the way to push it in the extremity. So that's the missing link, this extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I do this is an extension. See? That's the extension.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Nailed it.
You see? This is the extension. For me, is the missing link, because when you use the full the full kinetic chain, we need to think first this, and then this, and then this, and then this. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now they are thinking only like this, but it means the dorsiflexion of toes is another one. The hallux is another knee. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When I jump like that, and then I attack after with my dorsiflexion of toes. Not only my knee and my hip to go up, my toes go also. And this is also a way to also activate my soleus, calves, quad, to lock up them, and also to have the control. So the big toe is the key also in the air, to don't use my muscle to move, but to use my tissue, ligament, tendon, nerves to play in the air. And this is, when you do this and when you do this is different. When you do this, you're gonna kill. You're gonna use your muscle to move the hip, the leg. Mm-hmm. When you're gonna do this, disactivate part of the muscle. It's easy to move like this. You see? The move is like
Power Project family, your normal shoes are making you weak. This is why we partner with Vivo Barefoot Shoes, because they have a wide toe box, they're flat, and they're flexible. So with every single step you're taking, if you're taking a 10-minute walk outside or when you're working out in the gym, your feet are able to do what they're supposed to do in this shoe. They have tons of options for hiking, running, training in the gym, chilling and relaxing, casual shoes for if you're out on a date. You need to check them out. And Andrew, how can they get it?
Yes, that's over at vivobarefoot.com/powerproject, and you guys will receive 15% off your order automatically. Again, vivobarefoot.com/powerproject. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes.
We just had Kelly Starrett on, and remember how him and Juliet, I don't know if you guys saw the episode, but him and Juliet were mentioning that there's a device they use to measure the strength of the big toe. And he's been obsessed with that recently. Like, they have this thing that'll measure how strong that is. So when you look at you and how much range of motion you have, but then how you can stamp down on that and then create that amount of force to be able to jump through the air, it makes a lot of sense. It's a big reason why people are getting obsessed with that now.
You see, in the girl who doing ballet, the ballet, they never put the heels on the floor. They become like world-class birds.
Yeah.
They are playing. They are like skinny like hell. You know, they are skinny like this. Like and they are like all the energy from the quadruple extension. The ballet. They can jump, they can twist, they can play, they are only like this. See, I'm nothing new under the sun, man. We forget that. In the game performance, in the fitness, we need to be more focused on the big toes, because the big toe is the key to start. And then, yes, sir, we can exercise, we can develop all the things, but for the connective, for the connection, and the way you're gonna understand all the kinetic chain, the hip is start like this. Look, the hip start like this. You see, the hip don't start like that. The hip start like this. This is the first way you're gonna sit. First, second, you know, you have this. That's the kinetic chain. You see? When I focus the extremity from here to here, I have from here to here. You're gonna lift your leg, focus on this and this. You're gonna lift your leg. And a lot of people, they need to really takes super long time. You know, when you are doing we are doing like, you can just like doing like this, you're gonna feel it. It really helps. It really helps you.
So,
do the difference with do this and this, you're gonna see. Who is tired the first?
It's hard for me just to even lift my big toe, without spreading my other toes.
You're more gonna control your hip.
yeah.
by doing this than this.
Feels heavy.
This is gonna be like really painful straight. But that
It is a bit easier.
control.
Yeah.
After you do like with this flexion like this,
Ooh, this side is worse. Have less.
get it.
Whoa.
And for those who are doing athleticism, they are working like this. Cycle ankle. After you have cycle foot, and then cycle knee, and then cycle leg. But the first cycle is like this. You can learn this on the I mean, you know, like a
Going downhill?
Yeah, exactly. Like this, you're gonna have to put your hand and then control, and then control. But the cycle is like control and the big toes, big part of the full range cycle. It's a burner.
I can't even.
See? You see about the connection?
Yeah. I see what you're talking about. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Wow.
So how did you come up with the names for each posture?
I try to identify each particularities of the quality of the animals. For me, it was like educator of substitution. I saw the cat, I was like, whoa, that's the master of flexibility. He's like sleeping, he's like using a smart way to do his stuff, so I want to be like him. So if I have to represent the body awakening, flexibility, strength, power, and the way to start the day, I'm gonna call the cat, you know. So each animals, I was like studying them, you know, like the cow, the relation they have with the floor, you know, humility, check up every day on the, you know, and giving so much for the humankind, you know. The cow is like every day like this, and I was like using all those really particular character from each animals. Like a frog, we know that the frog is like this, you know, that's clear. The camel, because you know the camel, we have in my culture like the story of attach the camel. Attach the camel is this. Attach the camel is attach the stomach, you know, because we eat like the position to eat. So when you eat like this. You cannot. It's not comfortable position to eat. So you cannot eat fully. So what? So you protect yourself against yourself. Because you in the desert you need to get up really, because you have like snake, you know, scorpion. You need to really be like quick to get up, and also that's gonna help you to don't eat too much, because you need to cross the desert in the, you know. So attach the camel.
We need to eat like that in America.
Yeah. You know, in America you need to eat like this.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like, you know, you're gonna attach your camel, attach the beast, control the beast. This is the meaning of the camel, because we need to, and also the particularity of the camel is the patience, the repetition, because he's crossing the desert by walking. Takes time, slow process, but in fact, he's gonna cross the desert. So you want to cross the desert, that's the great goals. Walking, repetition, self-discipline, attach your appetite, don't eat too much, don't drink too much, you know, and be ready to be active also. You know, don't sit only to sit. Sit to be able to get up, because it's wild, scorpion, snake, you know. And what I like with the camel is like you have this ankle working, fascia, fibula, you see, sitting on the ankle, you know, developing this. It's half of a cow, half of a deep squat, frog. So the camel is like working on this, working on the cat, because it's also a cat. So everything is related. So this is why I was imagining a way to, and the grasshopper, I don't use animal, I use insect. Grasshopper for me, because this is my one position of my Muslim prayer. So we finish the prayer like this, and I call it like the grasshopper, because grasshopper is like insignificant. You know, it's like this, no muscle, crazy energy to jump. Big question, you know. So we need what to jump? Muscles? The grasshopper say no. You know?
Sure.
The grasshopper say no, we don't need. We need animal part? No, grasshopper is not animal. Grasshopper is insignificant, like mosquito, like. But the grasshopper is able to jump, like using the mechanism. You know, you see the legs of the grasshopper, they're like, So I use this to develop the fascia, plantar fascia. This is why I select grasshopper. And then we have the pigeon, because pigeon, it's famous, pigeon. And gorilla, because of this. Gorilla is the symbol of harmony. Harmony, I mean, is like, you have like 6 positions to be able to have the full mobility. The cat, the cow, second, and then you have the camel, and then you have the grasshopper, and then you have the pigeon. Pigeon is like the last posture to unlock the hip. So now you are fully unlocked, and you can, the finality is not to be mobile. The finality is to play. You know, the harmony, to use all those 6 animals to play, to do everything holistically. So you use all those 7 animals to dunk, to be able to have like crazy power, flexibility, power like a gorilla, you see, to be flexible, unlocked, but strong.
The good thing too is like with all these positions, you have regressions. So if somebody can't get in this, you have certain smaller movements that people can do so that these positions are easier to get into.
Yeah. So now I don't understand you.
You have like easier movements
Yeah.
before these movements
Yeah, en fait, those,
in the book.
exactly. So what I want to is like regressively, or you have level 1, level 2, static, passive also is a way to do it without pressure, tension.
Yeah.
You know, and also I also was, when I did this book, I was like, first I'm gonna make it concise. I'm not gonna go so much deeper, too much explanation, because that's gonna lose people. Every posture is a challenge. If you cannot do it, you have also to use your brain to also invent, create intuitively a way to make the level 1 you need for you. If you cannot able to sit on your ankle, if you cannot able to dorsiflex the toes, it's simple. Go it, load a bit, some kettlebell, and go down. If you are not able to have the full, here you go, you put some pad over there, something like this.
Yeah.
You know, so I let a room also for people to create, because I will not give all variation, you know. So we know that the posture when we were young, we were able to sit like this. You have to return. How? I will give some of posture to help you, level 1, level 2, blah, blah, blah. But also, I want also people imagine the way they're gonna achieve this, the way they're gonna achieve this, the way they're gonna achieve this, and this. And in the fitness, there is a lot of people, they are like helping to do the deep squat. I'm gonna write also in the next future 7 books regarding 7 posture, regarding 7 ways to really help deeply all the people from 6 to 70, all the people they want to achieve this, you know. So, but first of all, manual has to be like short.
Yeah.
And then that's the great goals. Let me do a book, posture by posture, to explain you how you can do level 1, level 2, level 6, blah, 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 blah. So for me, it was like the first purpose for me is to really go slowly with people. The way I wrote it is like really short picture, you know, not so, and people love it because I don't want to be like another book of studies, you know. In 20 years, that's going to be studies, but now it's like, hey, let's make it like it's experience, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say, hey, I have the truth. Just read it, try it, maybe use it or not. But my first purpose was like make it accessible and try to help as much as I can by wrote it like simply, concisely, as much as possible, and then let's go. I think maybe this is why the people, they like it, you know.
Yeah, it's really nice and easy to read, and the pictures definitely help. So you've worked with, tons of professional dunkers, tons of NBA players. What do you think they need the most help with in regards to the 7 postures and some of the things that they're lacking?
The fascia, the
Really?
toes. Yeah, the toes, they are like Mark Bell, You need help.
Stiff toes.
Stiff toes, yes. But, I'm not blaming people, I'm not, when I say that, it's good to, we are like, in fact, we are not doing hypocrisy. We do sport as a way to look at us in the mirror. The sport is really going to reveal our capacity. We want to know or we don't want to know. If we really want to know, we don't want to be shamed or scared to know that we have lack of, because what? It's opportunity for you to be better. So when someone is like, oh, I can do this, I cannot do this. So we have to work, but it's a crazy way for you. Now you really know what you have to do to be better. Because a lot of people, they don't know what they have to do, what to start to be better. So when I'm with an NBA player, I'm like showing, and I'm seeing that fascia is devastated, No, and also this, the frog, and this, they don't have the full range motion. They are not able to sit on there. So it means, they disconnect, and try to help them to in their house, to organize the house like a way to work, to return to the floor. Big TV, okay, but floor, no chair. No chair. You want to spend computer, put the computer on the floor, and help yourself and try to stay on the floor. That's a big investment of your body. You're gonna have career on your body by starting immediately to return to the floor. Because most of the recovery has to be done on the floor. So it's crazy because you see those crazy athletes, $1 million athlete, not able to do baby stuff. It means, what is the definition of performance? If you are able to jump like crazy and you are not able to sit on the floor, what do you prefer? Sit on the floor or jumping like crazy? Personally, I prefer to sit on the floor because I'm gonna live happy when I'm gonna be a grandfather to play with my baby. I will not be in the air. I want to be on the floor, So, but you can do both. So, return to the floor, to jump higher, and get back to the floor, to restore, to rehab, and to stay linked with the reality.
Have you had other sports reach out to you? Other people in other sports, jiu-jitsu and so forth?
Jiu-jitsu, a lot of jiu-jitsu, MMA, because the guys who wrote the analysis is the trainer of Cyril Gane, the MMA fighter, Asdin Bousnana. He did a crazy job by doing this analysis about the hallux, the first digit. And we have contact with NFL, boxing, a lot of people, but most of them is jiu-jitsu a lot. I was like, I received a lot of message about, black belt of jiu-jitsu. They are telling me, wow, that's a great job. And we are on the same page. Thank you. For us, it's really helpful. I was so happy, man. I think for me, it's like universal. We are talking about initial, some natural posture. We are not creating those postures. They were here before me. And me, I'm just saying, hey, maybe we forget, we want to do better, but we forget the basis. Basis that's the foundation. Don't forget the floor, because you're gonna maybe have good career, but a short career. Mm-hmm. But what is the definition of good career? Play good, maintain your functionality, and play longer. Play until, like LeBron James, he is like working a lot, and I will be curious what he's doing if he got this relation with the floor. I'm sure, yes, I'm sure, because you cannot maintain functionality like this. The fascia level, the fascia level he have, I can see it by fact. So I'm sure he's not spending, this money for nothing,
Oh yeah. It is crazy though, like sitting here right now when we were doing, like going from here and sitting on top of the toes. Like first off, the instinct is to hold my breath.
Protection.
Right? That if you breathe through it, like with everything we've been learning about the feet, there's so much change that can happen to your feet just by allowing yourself to just chill in these positions for a while. And even by doing that, right now, there's all of this stuff that's just going crazy right now on my foot. But if you just do it a little bit every single day, it's going to reap benefits in the long run.
For sure.
People, I think everyone always thinks they have a flat foot, but if they can get their toe to move a lot more, they won't have a flat foot.
Exactly. They need to even no matter what the function you have, because a lot of people, they have they have some problem. You cannot fix it, But for those who have lost it, they need to really start to return what they lose, And that's going to be painful for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the part of life. Nothing is for free. You need to pay. So you need to have. The sport is about to sweat the knowledge.
You also said earlier, though, that it doesn't have to hurt that bad, right? Like we're looking at like a 3 or 4 on a
Exactly.
scale of 1 to 10, right?
Exactly,
So
because
you don't have to jump right into the 7 or 8 right away.
Because we need to feel the signal of pain is good, but you need to know the difference between non-comfort signal and painful signal, which is stop, and non-comfortable means how much is non-comfortable, and 3, go to 3 and then stop, and then you do microdose. You say maybe it's like 3 during 10 seconds, stop. If it's 3 during 5 seconds, stop. If it's 3 during 30 seconds, stay.
Yeah.
Stay and make it longer. And if you see, so this is why it's the connection is like the tolerance of the tissue and you're gonna understand more the signal. The signal is like different sometimes. So that's a crazy opportunity to really know about when the signal is about injury and when the signal is about, it's good, but I feel good. Like stay like this, And this is the way to understand more what's happened, to have more info, and to control, to anticipate what's going to happen. When you recognize the signal, I have like muscle tired, so you're going to do like those postures. They're going to alert you that something bad here.
Yeah.
And you're going to also, by the time you're going to feel, wow, improvement, man, I was not able to, now I can go, and you're going to feel the benefits, you're going to feel proud of your benefits, and that's going to be like crazy reaction you're going to have, because you're going to be like addict. The memory, the body, the muscle have memory. And this is the key of the 7 posture. Like the gymnast, you're going to repeat. Microdose is like a way to remind really quickly.
Yeah.
More you do, because the body is a forgetter. You forget. So as soon as you repeat, you remember quickly. You forget quickly, you remind quickly, you remember quickly. So more you repeat, more you remember, more you maintain.
Yeah.
And more you maintain your high level. If you got improvement of your level, you're gonna stay here. And you return here, you stay here. If you, it's gonna be hard to return here.
Yeah.
So more you repeat, more you stay, more you improve, more you stay. This is why I'm better than last year, because I repeat, but I was increasing, and I repeat, I stay, and I maintain.
You're someone that people need to pay attention to, because it's like I'm 30, right? So I'm doing things, but the thing is am I going to be able to do these things 20 years from now? And that's why I like what you do, and I like your practices and what the things that you have in the book, because you're getting better at moving every single year as you get older into your 50s, right? Whereas a lot of people, they're great in their 30s, right? But like as they get to 40, they slow down and their range of motion is limited. And then when they're 50, they're fucking moving like this,
Exactly.
right? And they're 55 and 60,
Exactly.
whereas you're continuing, you have all this range because of the easy things that you do every single day. You're the type of person that people need to be paying attention to. It just makes sense.
It's like move or die.
Yeah.
The body is like made to move. You do all of this to move. You stop to move, you're gonna die. You're gonna get hold.
Mm-hmm.
So hold belongs to those who refuse to move. Move, you stay, you're gonna maintain.
Yep.
Stop, you're gonna be like statue. So that is getting holder. When you stop, you break the rhythm. You cut. You stop the circle.
Mm-hmm.
So don't stop the circle. Is like the patient fight. You know, the turtle against the rabbits. You know, who is the faster? By the time the turtle is the faster.
Yeah.
You know, only by the time. So it's like a game. The water against the rock. Who is the stronger? The water. By the time, the water gonna beat the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like pam, 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 pam. But by the time, repetition. So that's the game. The game of performance to maintain your repetition. Don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna win. Don't stop. If you stop, you're gonna lose. You will lose. So for me, give up is like this. Trust the process, repeat the process, be patient, and don't ask about improvement. You know that you're gonna win. You know, so do. Don't expect result. Do your stuff. When you plant a seed, you are looking the plant like this every day. Hey, no, the plant gonna grow.
Yeah.
You're gonna not. When your son is growing, you don't see your son is getting older, and you like, for you it's the same. You know, but no, it's not the same. Every day you cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
But because the time provide for improvement. Using the time, and don't look at the result. Do. And me, with the feeling, I can feel that I got improvement. I cannot see, I can feel. This is why the floor is the most important in the life. Is using the floor. You're gonna have the feeling of, when you're gonna walk barefoot, you're gonna feel by the movement, wow, your functionalities are still here,
Mm-hmm.
and feel better, because better connection, better emotion, better sense. That's gonna be like, woo, so close to, I feel everything, and so much emotion, like, whoa. And that for me is like that's crazy position, to be in this relationship with your body and emotion, and like so close.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you do any other body work, like body tempering, massage, cold therapy, sauna, anything else other than the 7 postures?
No. This is like not, I'm not gonna tell that you're gonna use only this.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of, is a combination of a lot, man. The diet, I am a Mediterranean diet.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I sleep, how much I sleep, I took a nap, how often I eat. That's another world also, in the combination of, you had this and this and this, and that's holistic. It's a holistic way to manage your body. And everything is like, you need to master everything. The way you sleep, the way your posture to eat, your posture to sleep, your posture even to go to the toilet. We saw that that's the best position, frog, to go to the toilet,
Mm-hmm.
And each movement, they have a perfect movement. We need to look at for this movement. We need to know what is the best way to sleep. Sleep on the bones, like I explained to your friend earlier. You use the skeletal system to sleep like this. All the organ gonna rest.
Mm-hmm.
The organ don't put pressure on the skeletal, they're gonna be on the side, And on the side, this right side, you have the stomach. So you start with to sleep here on the right, on the stomach. You are on the bone here, so you are using only the bone, even to get up. So you don't waste energy. And the organ can really sleep. They are really sleeping by here, like
So
this.
you always sleep on the right side.
Yeah, and I start with the right side. But when I eat, in the day, I'm here, like this, on the left. Because you need to change, but you start with the stomach. And then, because that's gonna make not pressure on the heart.
Yeah.
Because to fall asleep, don't put the pressure on your heart. And when you twist and during the night, doesn't matter, you already sleep,
Logically, this makes fucking sense. I'm sleeping on my right side tonight.
Is it?
I never,
You put pressure on the stomach is better than put pressure on the heart. So the heart is going to be relaxed because you're not going to be like in the skeletal, like putting pressure on the skeleton. You're going to make it in levitation like this. You're going to really rest. If not, you eat so much and you sleep on your back. All your food and blah 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 gonna put pressure. The skeletal was like, "Hey, can you stop me in that shit, man? I'm tired, man. Can you move? Okay. Oh, thank you." It's like crazy. So every posture, you need to question the posture. Mm-hmm. The way you sleep, the way you sit, the way you eat. You need to find the perfect movement, and we have a movement especially dedicated to what you want to do, to jump, to run. There is a specific movement. So maybe not everybody will use the perfect way to use it, but you need to be close to that,
You got more books that you're working on?
Yes, 7. I already finished about my story. I did still more documentary. I wrote it with my wife. My wife is like doctor of literature, so she's helping me to make it like beautiful. And I call it Dunk or Die. That's and I reveal a lot of what I'm coming through. Like I lost my daughter, my sister when I was young, and everything started with that, because I was young, 9. And I found out that one day we're gonna die. That was scary, but that was so helpful. I was like, and I grew up like it's already too late. One day I'm gonna die. If I'm alive, death only happened to those who have lived. So I was like hurrying, like, oh, do something because the clock. So that pushed me a lot to really be someone, to achieve something good, and to take advantage of each second. And we start like this. And that maybe will help people to start something, No matter what, start because the clock is running. Something, by the time we all gonna die, but we need to push it.
Was it emotional writing that book? Was it emotional, or did you get sad when you were writing your book?
No, I was free, liberated, because I wanted to make it useful for others, not only for me. Because for me, that helped me a lot to know that one day we're gonna die. That one day, that's helped me a lot. It was paradoxal. Something bad revealed me something super good. In fact, the death is not super bad. It's a way for you to make it good.
Yeah, no one can escape it.
No one. And the only truth we know that make us all genius, the death. No one can contest, can deny. We are like savant.
I had a friend one time, he said, I'd rather go to a funeral than a wedding because a funeral's more real. I was like, damn.
That's crazy good. That's real.
That's real.
That's for me the real reality is.
He was very negative person.
You don't say.
Yeah, I will use now. I turn it like a good way.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm a super positive man. I turn my blemish to my trademark. I turn all my injuries all injuries are like my way to have this success, 7 posture. I learned a lot from all bad, no, that was not bad, opportunity to really know and to restore from, and to don't accept, I have so big injury, so no, kiss or death, Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon, they say that it's over. No, it's not over. It's opportunity for me to learn about this, to recover from this, and to tell about this. It's not over, guys. And a lot of people, they come to me like, wow, thank you so much. If you did it now, we know that it's possible, so we're not gonna give up. So everything is opportunity. In Chinese culture, crisis means opportunity. They see the life like there is no crisis, there is only opportunity. So they are bouncing like opportunity from, and the school of hard knocks for them is a school of genius, is a genius school to know. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amen. Amen. You see the floor? When you leave the floor, it's like, ooh.
It does feel good. It feels really good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
straight for the hug, so
There you go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Thanks, Kadour.
Yeah. Man, I'm so grateful for all you did to me, man. It's not everybody are able to do that, to give opportunity to someone. I grew up from nothing, and you give me this opportunity to talk. No matter what you agree or not, you say, go, talk, I was talking about this man who wants to touch the sky with his foot. So crazy, man. Everything is possible. Anything is possible.